Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Tell me, what's the biggest takeaway from the whole Jumanji experience for you?
So many. Biggest takeaway is just probably the people that I've worked with and the friends that I've made. I mean, these people are so special, and it just feels so exciting to be part of something like this with such a great, genuinely brilliant group of people. They're talented artists, brilliant businessmen, and genuinely good people.
And what was the most challenging part of getting into this character?
Okay, so my character is pretty much the same from the last movie. So I didn't have as much of a challenge as everybody else, but she's different in this movie because in the last film she's really bookish and shy and socially awkward. And in this movie she really has to lead the charge and be commanding and strong because everyone else is flailing around and they don't know what to do. So she's like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And so it's a whole new side to the character, which I really liked playing.
Jumanji has always been a phenomena for me. When I was a kid, I watched the first movie and I was obsessed with it. And I making this movie, I would look back on that obsession. And I think it's because everybody wants to feel like a hero. Everyone wants to take a risk, and everyone wants to escape. And I think that in the world of Jumanji, anything is possible.
You know what it's all about with Jumanji? It's about big laughs and big action. And I think we brought it even more intensely this time than last time. Funnier bits and incredibly big action sequences. We got some scary, good special effects and action with mandrills. These are man-eating monkeys. We got killer ostriches. Man-eating ostriches.
The first movie came out and people really responded to it. We loved making it, but most importantly, audiences seemed to really love it. So that's when we decided, because I think you should always let the audience tell you. That's when we decided we would try that again. And then the challenge became, well, what do we do now? How do we take it to another level? Pun intended. And that had to do with, again, this idea that the game was broken, so we could do anything. And we just decided to make it a bigger, more action-packed, funnier adventure even than the first one, and to really mix it up with the characters and to make life difficult for them again. Just when you think you sort of know the game, you don't. So that was our idea.
What do you expect will the response be?
Oh, sure. Well, look, when you're fortunate enough to go a second time around on a movie, obviously means that the fans love the first one. So now it's on us to bring them something even better, and I think we were able to do that. We make this movie. We wanted to make a movie that was worth being made. We wanted to make sure we built upon the legacy we started, and so we go much bigger in this movie. We go all over the world, whereas the first one was just in the jungle, and now we're in snow-capped mountains. We're in the desert. The stakes are much bigger because the game is broken, but the key is that there's still a ton of heart in this. And I think at the end of this movie, what people are really letting us know is that they feel the emotion, may get a tear or two, but ultimately it's a big fun ride you expect from Jumanji, and I think fans are going to really respond to it.
You're giving life lessons to Spencer in the movie. So what are the life lessons that you would like to give to the cast?
Well, I think everybody's got a pretty good handle on it, but basically, it's trust yourself and have faith in your own being and your contribution, and make sure that everybody knows that they are really important, and they're they should keep their spirits up, and it's also good with friends, to be open and inviting and embrace people rather than push them away. And sometimes you get insecure, but you should know that the spirit is with you, so we have to take care of each other.
This has been a labor of love for us, and so it is such an honor and a thrill for all of us to share it with you. So with that, we're officially kicking off our Jumanji press junket. Cheers, everyone.